All right, I'm going to do some work on the guild I just got. We know it has a high fret. Well, I lowered the action so they're all buzzing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the whole neck, find out if there's any frets that are a little bit high. Then I'll use my fret rocker and I'll take them down individually, each one. Then I'll get the neck perfectly straight with this guy. Then I'll dress all the frets, but I'm going to do it really lightly and take off as little as possible, and then I'll polish them, and this bass will play fantastic. That's what we're going to do. So come on, let's do it. So I have everything charted out here, and pretty much the 19th fret. 19th fret's the worst. So I'm going to lower the action even more, see if there's anything else up the neck that has to, if there's a tall fret that needs to be knocked down a little bit before I dress all the frets. So let's have a look. So here we have I found another one. The 13th fret is a little bit high on the top two strings. So that's about it. I have the action pretty ridiculously low. I got to give you a shot of how low the action is. Can you see that? That's pretty low. Here's it at the 12th fret. Here's on the small side. Might be a little higher there. So now what I'm going to do is loosen the strings, and I'm going to use the truss rod and my straight edge to make the fretboard as flat as possible. Then I'll take care of these frets. I'll get my little rocker and I'll work the frets until it's smooth. So then I'll dress them all, and this guitar should play like butter. It already plays good, but it's going to play better. So anyway, 21-year-old treble still works. Not everything made in China is bad. And here's the boring part, and it sucks, but if you don't do it, you mess things up. Taping the fretboard. It takes a long time, but it's worth it, especially if it's someone else's guitar. You screw up a brand new guitar or somebody's pride and joy. And as always, I have the first piece of tape goes along here, so I can pull off most of the tape at once. So I'm just gonna continue on. It's a bummer, but we gotta do it. Then when you finally get all the tape, I take my guitar pick and I go over the edge real good. Both ways, both sides. I don't want to get any polish underneath the tape or anything else. And then I go this way. Do this side. Pretty boring stuff, but it's got to be done. Boring. All right, I got the neck taped up. Notice how I have my neck rest way up here. You don't want it down here because that could cause the neck to move a little bit. So right now, this neck it's pretty nice. Now if I go down like this, it's going to rock a little bit because there's a little bit of relief down here. We like relief. Relief is good at the end of the fretboard. A lot of guitars don't have enough relief here. That basically means it goes down here a little bit. Goes down. You don't want it going up because then it'll screw up everything. You want it to just go down a little bit. So now I'm going to mark these frets, and we're going to start with the rocker now. Okay, you can see the high fret. See it rocking back and forth? Okay, that's what this thing is great for. And the reason it's got these angles, so here you can straddle the 3 frets, and as you go up a little bit, it'll start straddling 4 frets because you only want to touch 3 frets at a time. Then when you go up, you're going to want that. Then you go up really high, you're going to want this one. This is an invaluable tool. Okay, I've been working it, and Here, where is that? It's not rocking there, but it starts to rock right there. So I've marked it with the marker. You can see here these lines. So I just need to do in here. And as it gets less and less, I'll mark it so don't overdo it. I want it to just be flush all the way across here. Okay, we're getting really close here, so I'm going to stop using the little file and I'm just going to use some sandpaper. I've only got a little bit more to go. I don't want to overdo it. So it's kind of like cutting the nut over here that's under this tape. If you don't take your time, you'll be sorry. Okay, now this fret, I just use sandpaper. It seemed to go a little faster. Doesn't seem to be rocking at all now. So now I can dress all these frets. I'll take my marker and I'll mark them all. And I don't know if I want to use, I don't think I'm going to use a file. I think I'm just going to use like maybe some 320 up to some incredibly fine sandpaper, and then I will polish them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to hit it with the file. So I marked off the top of the frets with the marker, and I got my 12-inch radius block, and I got some 400, and I'm just going to go over these guys. Just kissing them a bit. Oh, it'll fall off. Mostly interested in up here. And work it just a little bit. We want them really level up here. Usually the frets up here determine how low the action can go through the whole neck. Ooh. I like to do a little sideways action when I'm ending. There we go. Yeah, I could really see that one fret was a little high. Perfect. Now, it's kind of tedious, but what I do is just go over the edges a little bit. Then I'll do the other side. I never use a fret file. I like the top of my frets like a school bus roof. I don't ever want them pointed, because I've seen frets like that and they just get grooves in them right away. And people say, well, when you have frets like a school bus, you can't intonate it. Poppycock! A word I don't get to use that often. All right, let's speed this up a bit. Okay, now I'm going to polish them. I'm going to use my Dremel. I feel like going high speed. Then I get the edges. Okay, speed this up. All right, now that I got the frets all done, I'm going to hit it with some lemon oil. And I'm going to use my little chamois. This is for VCR cleaning. Yeah. And I seen this one guy on YouTube, big YouTube channel, and he just pours this stuff over the frets. I don't want this greasy stuff on the frets. That's just unbelievable. This way it stays off the old frets. Okay, speed up. All right, now I haven't set anything. Remember I made the action really low? I haven't done anything. Check this out. Let me tune it up just a little bit. Okay. Watch this D string now. That major buzz is gone. It's going to buzz a little bit. The action's really low. That's awesome. Already I know it's going to play great. Because it did play good. Now that's low action. If you put flat wounds on this, it'd probably be like my Yamaha. So I know it's a complete success. So now it's a matter of eating pizza and adjusting the truss rod, adjusting the action, and we'll check the intonation one more time. We'll be ready to rumble. All right, we got some pretty low action going on here. I got the neck almost totally straight, really straight. So now I'm gonna cut this down. I'm gonna cut down the old Nutteruno. And that'll give us a little more action here. I'll depress, and you can see how it changes the action up higher. Of course, I won't go all the way down, obviously, but you know, you can see how it lowers the action all the way up. So here we go. Do the nut. The neck is almost totally straight. I got the nut cut right about here. I could probably go a little lower, but I'll just play it like that for a while. See how it goes. All right, so I'll let you hear this thing. These saddles were really hard to move. I don't know what is going on there, Guild. But this slotted screw is smaller than this one. This one's wider. Hello? Anybody awake at that factory? got some nice action, easy to play. Well worth the effort. Here, I'll give you a final look at the action. The E string is stupidly low, isn't it? A little bit of a buzz. Not too much with the E string considering it is very low. Wow. But yeah, it plays good. It's easy to play. And it sounds really nice too. So that's my my fret dress and polish. It yields some great results because that one fret, I don't know if it was this one. Yeah, you can, if you look, you can see it's dressed a little bit more because it was a little bit higher. Taking care of those with that fret rocker really makes a difference. And you don't really need a fret rocker as long as you have something straight. It's got to be pretty straight. Anyway, that's it for this. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned something, and I hope you start setting up your stuff. That would be great. Take care, everybody.